This presentation will cover role play. Role play is where we focus on sending emails to industry people, practicing the information interview, and setting up the information interview. At this point, you may feel that your second language is somehow less developed when you role play compared to when you are chatting with your friends. Don't worry, your native Japanese language skills may also feel less developed when you role play. This is because we seldom practice role playing the information interview. On the bright side, over the next several months, both of your language skills will improve. As you meet more industry people, your role playing will improve, and this means that your subsequent information interviews will improve. As you do both, you will begin to see changes. Please note the difference between information interview and interview. Information interview is where you gather information. Interview is where you compete for a job with the goal to get a job offer. Now that you have learned a little about yourself with the SRM and have listed many industry people in your database, it's time to move forward. You will send emails to industry people you listed, role play, and confirm the meeting time and location with the industry person who agreed to meet with you. In a Word document, you will create the information interview request. You can save it as IIR. Many students get stuck here thinking that 5 emails is enough. Send 20, maybe 30 emails. Here is a good format, which many of my students used with success. Feel free to use it. Let's analyze why this format is good. First box, most people contact industry people when it's time to get a job. This is not only too late, it makes the industry person feel used. When you do bridge activity, you're asking for help to learn about the industry by gathering information. It seems like both situations are using the industry person, but it's not the same. Because you are asking for information before you need a job, people tend to appreciate sharing their stories. From here, true industry-based friendships can develop. Second box. People are generally open to help those who have a goal. Even if you have temporarily chosen an industry, you should never say you are not clear. If you have chosen more than one industry, then when you talk to marketing people, for example, say you want to work in marketing. When you meet salespeople, tell them you want to work in sales. The point is you want to learn about the industry, so avoid asking the industry person for career advice. In time, you will have enough information to determine which industry you want to work. Third box. Since people are open to help people, you have to be clear what you want from them. This sentence makes that clear. And last box. I have found that some industry people did not reply to an information interview request because they do not have the time to send many emails just to confirm a date and a time. So I have updated the information interview request text here so to make scheduling easier. Actually, this is how many successful business people communicate. Propose times so industry people can reply once with a confirmation. When you role play, think about questions that will help you. Don't ask a person who has worked in the same industry for 30 years how they got their job. Instead, ask how first-year employees get a job these days. Don't ask if she likes her job. Instead, ask why people who have worked the first 5 years generally like their job. Ask general questions. Some industry people may not want to give their personal opinion, but they may be fine to give you information which they know about other people. For example, my colleague in another state doesn't like our process because blah, blah, blah. Or they may give you general information and also their own opinion. My colleague in another state says blah, blah, blah. In my case, I think blah, blah, blah. General questions tend to produce better replies than personal questions because they allow the industry person to choose how to reply without feeling stress. Listen to stories of experiences from past students for questions they asked. Also, if you'd like to role play with a coach, please consider contacting Ryugaku Success. Some of the industry people you message will reply accepting your information interview request. Your reply should be very short, but provide information so she knows what to expect when they meet you. Your reply can be like this. At this point, you may have several information interviews set up. If you don't, you only need to find more people and send emails. Please remember that even if you don't get an information interview, the more people you find, the more information you will have. It's also true that many industry people will reply a few weeks later, so don't be discouraged. Keep finding industry people and sending them messages. Listen to Maki's story of experiences. He was able to find many people in a short time. You take action and change yourself with bridge activity. Now let's continue to the next presentation, information interview.